Hello students. Now in this video, I will take you through the steps in how to construct a common external tangent to two unequal circles. Now this simply means that we will be constructing a line, a straight line that will touch two unequal circles externally. All right, so this will fit the criteria of a tangent, which of course is a line that touches the circumference of a circle without cutting. So this tangent will touch two unequal circles without cutting. Now the information given will be the radius for the first circle, which is radius 1, that is 25 mm. Radius for the second circle, which is radius 2, that is 15 mm. Now, additionally, the distance between the two centers of the circles will be given. And in this case, that is 70 mm. Now, what that simply means is that from the center of the first circle to the center of the second circle, that distance will be 70 millimeters. All right, so now we'll go straight into the steps in how you complete that construction. Now, the first thing we'd have to do is obtain our two circles. Now, of course, we have to know exactly where these two circles will be drawn. So in doing that, the easiest thing to do will be to draw a line using the center, the distance between the centers. We'll draw the line as 70 mm. All right, we'll draw that line as 70 mm. Now, having completed that, of course, we label. All right, we label to ensure that as we go along, we know exactly which point we're using and so on. So we obtain the distance between the two centers. Now, what we do next is obtain the two circles, which of course the radius is given for each, with the first one being 25. So we open to 25 and we draw the first circle. All right, we draw the first circle. After we finish that, we go and we draw the second circle, which is 15. All right, which is 15, and we draw that circle from, that was supposed to be B. All right, so I'll just get rid of that and label B. Very well. So we obtain the two circles and it fits the condition that we are working with, which is the distance being 70 mm apart, right? It fits that condition. Good. Now, the next thing we do, we have to find the center of the distance, which is 70. And in doing that, we bisect the line. All right, we bisect the line. So it simply means that we find the center of that line. So that should be simple for you. We simply bisect the line. Good. So with that, we of course draw the center line that will give us the direct center of this circle. All right, which is, we normally label as center O. Good. Now, the reason why we obtain that center is because we want to find or we want to insert the semicircle, or a semicircle, I should say, all right, from that center. So we place the point of the compass at the center, which is O, and we open to the end, which is A or B, right? It should be the same distance. And we draw that semicircle. Good. So now that we're here, what we want to do next is to find the difference between the two circles. In other words, we subtract 15 from 25. We find the difference between the two, and that will give us 10. So point to note, for external, when we construct an external tangent, we subtract, right? And why we subtract? Because we want to have another circle, which is the difference between the two. And in this case, in terms of a number, the difference there is 10. So using 10 mm, all right, using 10 mm, we draw another circle within the larger circle, which is from A. Now, if the larger circle was placed at B, then you would have drawn this small circle within that large one at B. All right, so wherever the large circle is, that is where we draw this small circle. All right, so there we have 3 circles. All right, this is where we have, in this case, now we have 3 circles. Now, for every step, there is a reason why we do it. All right, now in this case, the reason is because we want to find where this small circle intersect the semicircle. Now at that point, we draw the normal from A through that point of intersection all the way up to the outer semicircle. All right, so this line is drawn, the normal rather, is drawn from A through that intersection up to the outer semicircle. All right, now we have to get another normal for the other circle, because remember, we want to construct one tangent that is touching both circles. So it means that we have 2 normals, one for this large circle and one for the other circle. All right, so in getting this other line, this other normal, it must be parallel to this one that we have here already, and that must be drawn from B. So we'll just utilize this pair, this set square, and we'll place it, of course, on the line. All right, and of course, this process is called sliding. So we slide the line parallel to go to B. And of course, when we reach at B, we draw the line. All right, so that will give us our second normal. All right, that would give us our second normal. Now, having completed that, we can now draw a tangent to touch both of those points. Now, if you can remember from the previous video on tangents, the normal is drawn 90 degrees to the tangent. And where the normal touches the circumference, that is known as the point of tangency. So we place the ruler to those 2 points of tangency at the same time, right? And we draw one line to touch those 2 points. All right, so we would want to draw this line a little thicker than the others because that's the objective. That is what we're looking for. So we draw this line to touch both circles. And that will give us a common tangent touching the two circles, the two unequal circles externally. All right, externally. So that's how we obtain this tangent to the two unequal circles. All right, in terms of variations, there may not be so many. One of the differences is that the larger circle can be drawn at B, and with the smaller circle on the inside of that. And this 15 mm circle will be at A, right? That can be the difference. Additionally, the tangent can be drawn at the bottom. For example, it can be drawn this way, right? Providing that you do all the necessary constructions, you put the semicircle at the bottom, all right? So it can be drawn in that position also. All right, so apart from that, there isn't any other variation to this construction. All right, so thank you very much for watching. I do hope this video helps you. And I look forward would be to construct the common internal tangent to two unequal circles, right? So this is external, and the next video will be based on internal. So thank you once again. Goodbye.